Hello, welcome to my session. I'm Isabella Kerubo, for those who are watching for the first time. And I just request that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page to see the videos that I've done before. And mostly what I talk about is different ways that people migrate to English speaking countries. I've given a lot of information in my previous videos. So if this is your first time, kindly go through the other videos that I've done either on my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. And I'll be doing updates on topics that I've talked before. So, like today, I want to focus on a topic that I've really not talked so much about, but I've mentioned about it briefly in one of my videos. I'm talking to young people. And by young people, I mean students. I'm talking to the students who maybe have been having dreams of maybe after graduating from high school, they would want to go and study abroad. And today I'm going to be specific and talk about studying or going to study as an international student in the United States of America. All right, so today, three things that I'll be talking about. Okay, going to study or finding or getting an institution. What do you consider to choose an institution, a higher learning institution that you would want to go and study abroad, and in this case, in the USA? All right. Number two, how to apply for scholarships. Yes, there are scholarships out there for international students. All right, this is information that is out there, but I'm very sure so many people are not aware about. There's quite, there are so many scholarships, so many scholarship opportunities for international students. All right, and number three, I'm going to talk about the option of choosing community colleges or advantages. Do I say advantages really? No. The difference between, I don't want to talk about advantages or disadvantages. The difference between community colleges and universities. The difference between community colleges and universities in the United States of America. All right, so before before I proceed, I just want to mention this, okay? Higher education in the United States, all right? There is really no like official ranking system. There is no official ranking system for universities and colleges in the United States of America. That is a fact. There is no ranking system for universities or colleges in the United States of America. So there's nothing like, oh, how do I get the best, university? How do I get the best college? There's nothing like the best university or the best college. the best college or the best university is the one that meets your needs. The best college, the best university is the one that meets your needs. Okay? So, a mistake that most people do, I'm talking about studying as an international student in the United States of America. A mistake that most people do is trying to fit into a college or a university. All right? Maybe because so and so went to this university. I have a cousin, I have a friend, I have a friend to my brother, I have a relative who goes to university XYZ or college ABC, okay? So that is the college I want to apply to. That is the mistake that most people do. Just like I said, look for a college that meets your needs and the goals. Because I know if you're planning to go and study abroad, you must be having goals. You have maybe decided on a career that you want to pursue. Okay, you understand your financial situation. All right, you possibly either you already know which state you want to live in. Okay, so do not try to fit into an institution before you even research and know, do they offer this? What do they have? Will they meet my needs? Am I going to achieve my goals if I go to this institution? So the best college or the best university in the United States of America is a university or a college that will meet your needs. All right. So I needed to mention that. And just like I've, briefly stated, before you even choose a college or a university, you need to ask yourself so many questions. One, where do I want to live in the US? Okay, which college or university do I want to study? Okay, this is my career path. Maybe you've already decided, okay, I'm going to talk about that being either decided or undecided, which is fine. All right, maybe you've decided or about your career, what you want to pursue. Is this college going to meet, or which college is going to meet to help me achieve my career? All right. Your financial situation, that is another thing. Is this, if, for instance, would you need a financial aid? Just like I said, yes, there are scholarships for international students. So if you are planning to apply for scholarships, the institution that you want to apply to, does it have such programs? Because it's not all institutions that have those scholarship programs for international students. All right. What else? Yeah, so you have to ask yourself all those questions before you settle, on college A or university B as the college or university, and maybe a state where you want to move to, or where you want to live. All right. So I'll give you a web address, okay, where you will find a list of all the colleges and universities in the United States of America that are certified, okay, that are certified by the Student Exchange Program to admit international students. So, for instance, maybe someone, maybe you were searching online, and you came across this university or college in the United States. Before you start an application or checking, doing any inquiries, I want to give you a page where you can go and search. Just put that name of the institution and search and check if they are certified, if they admit international students. All right. So I know if you are a student, either you just finished high school, you've either joined university, or you are yet to join university, because you can either, go to the United States, join school as a fresher, like you just finished high school, you're starting your higher education, or you can join university or college there as a transfer student. You finished high school, you had already joined a university in your home country, but now you want to transfer, which is very possible. You transfer your credits if you're already maybe in your first year. You transfer your credits to a college that has admitted you. So either way, you are going to join or proceed or with your education. So if you are such or that student that I'm talking to, I'm very sure right now you must be having a pen and a paper to write down the web addresses that I'm going to give you today. If for it, maybe by any chance you don't have one, you can always go back, rewind and listen to this video, and take the address. So this is the address, all right? Study in the States, that is one word. Study in the States dot DHS dot gov stroke school dash search. Let me repeat that address once more. Study in the States dot DHS dot gov stroke school dash search. I know if you're a serious student, you will get this address. Just go to Google, type in that address, and you will get all the schools. At least there are hundreds of colleges and universities in the United States that have been listed there. It's an official government website, just as usual. All the information I give you here, it's from very reliable sources. This is an official government website where you can get all that information about the certified colleges and universities that that admit international students. All right, so I mentioned about community colleges. Now here you are at a stage. Do I need to join or apply to a community college or a university? A bachelor's, a 4-year university where I want to go and graduate as a bachelor's, with a bachelor's degree, okay? Community colleges. Community colleges, they offer 2 years, a 2-year associate degree. Community colleges, they offer a 2-year associate degree. So when you go to a community college, you can either, the moment you join or you register, you are allocated a student advisor. The first thing your advisor would want to know, what are your goals? What are your plans of joining this community college? Are you planning to proceed to a 4-year full bachelor's degree after this, or are you, after these 2 years, once you graduate, are you getting into the workforce, like you want to go and look for work, for employment? Those are the 2 questions that your student advisor will ask you before you proceed. They want to know so that they can advise you accordingly. All right. So if you are joining the community college 2 years, for you to proceed to a bachelor's degree, they will advise you on the credits, transferable credits that you will register, you will do for the 2 years that you'll be there, and all the credits will be transferred to the 4-year degree. This is what happens, okay? Community colleges here, in the United States, they have like an agreement between them and universities whereby they work. It is called a 2+2 mode, a 2+2 mode or program, if I can put it that way. What does this mean? You study 2 years at a community college, you proceed to 4-year degree college, university, study another 2 years, and you graduate. Students who transition from community colleges after finishing the first 2 years with associate degrees graduate, they get the same bachelor's degree as students who went direct and joined the 4-year degree university. They all get the same degree. They graduate the same bachelor's, the same degree. Nowhere is going to be written, oh, this one is a bachelor's degree from a community something. No, that is a bachelor's degree. So community colleges in the United States, they are very popular for that matter. They are very popular. One, they are cheaper. The cost, the amount of money you pay per credit, okay, is lower. It's actually like less than half. It's like less than half the amount you pay for the same credit if you enrolled in a university, a 4-year bachelor's degree university. Okay, so like I said, regardless of where you started, if you started straight in a 4-year degree, another student started at a community college, you both graduate, you get your bachelor's degree, that's it. All right. But there are so many advantages that come. People who started at the community college, get, especially as international students. The programs are so flexible, especially they accommodate, they are so accommodating, I don't know, personally, I went through, when I went to college, in the United States, I didn't have all this information. I went straight to university, all right? And later on, when I came to know about the community colleges and how programs, they are very flexible and they, it is easier to maneuver as an international student compared to going direct to a 4-year degree. So there are so many advantages of joining applying to community colleges. First of all, it's cheaper. The amount of money you will spend as tuition fee at a community college for those first 2 years for you to get the associate degree, it will save you like more than half your first 2 years before you proceed now to finish the other 2 years, at a university. All right. So community colleges and universities, those are the differences. There's one thing I wanted to mention, which is very, 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 I need to check here. I don't want to miss that out. Okay. All right. What is that? I needed to say something about your... Yes, this is what I wanted to say. Very important. Community colleges. In fact, when you join a community college, especially those people who join you go to college, maybe you haven't fully decided on what you want to pursue, the major that you want to pursue. A community college is the best place to start because, like I said, the moment you enroll, you are assigned a student advisor. You simply tell your advisor, I've not yet decided on my major. I'm not so sure, I'm still deciding. That's fine. That's fine. So what happens in this case? The first 2 years, your advisor will try as much as possible to, help you choose the general education, credits, okay, to cover your first 2 years. And of course, all these credits are credits that are transferable. So by the time you go to, you join now, you transition to a university, you've done all the general credits, all the general education credits, everything you've done. So when you transition to the 4-year degree, which is the additional 2 years, your focus will just be on your major. Obviously, you've taken 2 years to decide. I believe by the time now you transition to the university, you already know this is the career I want to pursue. So, very important. Starting, especially if you are not so sure, you haven't decided on the career path, you've not decided on, okay, this is the major I want to pursue. Community college is the best place to start because it will help you, you'll buy time. As you buy time, you are doing all the prerequisites, you are doing all the general education credits, which are transferable. So nothing goes to waste. You are not going to lose anything. Starting at a community college will be the best thing, especially if you haven't fully decided on the career path, on the major that you want to pursue for your bachelor's degree. All right, so that is all about choosing an institution, about checking out if the institution that you want to apply to is a licensed, institution to admit international students. I've given you the website. That is your starting point. All right. Number two, the next stage now is about financing, okay? Applying for scholarships. Like I said, yes, there are scholarships out there for international students. One thing, in fact, this is so easy. I just want to give you a website where again you're going just to go online, Google, type in that address, and you'll get a full list of all the scholarships. Institutions, there's hundreds of institutions in the United States that gives out scholarships to international students every academic year. The last time I checked that website, there were like 500 different institutions or different scholarships for international students. Each scholarship has its own requirements, has its own terms. You simply need to take your time. Just go open one link, check through, look at the requirements. Very important, look at the deadlines. The deadlines are very important. You need to check when the window period, when are applications starting? When are these applications ending? Make sure you look out for the deadlines, okay? So let me give you that website, and there are so many scholarship programs there. And trust me, all these are programs for international students, all right? So Education USA, that is one word, Education USA dot state dot gov stroke find dash financial dash aid. Let me say it again. educationusa.state.gov stroke find dash financial dash aid. Basically, it's educationusa.state.gov stroke find financial aid. If you're a serious student, you should get that address, log into Google, get that app. You'll find all the scholarship programs there. A lot of students have applied, people have benefited, people have gone to universities in the USA. It's only that, people don't like sharing and talking and telling people, oh yeah, there are these programs out there. You just come to hear, oh, so and so got a scholarship and they went to a college in the USA. How did that happen? They went online. It's because they had that information. They got that information and they took advantage of it. Of that opportunity. So take that up. You never know. The scholarships are out there. All right, number 3, complete. Of course, now you've done your research on the institution where you want to apply to. You've seen, yes, that institution has programs, a program that I'm looking for. You've also done applications. Maybe luckily you've gotten you've been approved you've been given a scholarship. All right, because I know, so people get those scholarships. Okay, so what is the next step? The next step is for you to do now the application, start the application process. Before you finish those things that I've mentioned, doing your research to know where you want to go, before you do that, don't start an application yet. Okay, start an application when you know what you're looking for. All right, start your application process, and this is where you have to put all your mind, all your time. Check out for deadlines, follow the instructions to the letter. If they say A, you must put A. If they are talking about requirements, specifications of, for instance, passport photos, if they say this is the size we want and this is the background we want, that is it. If the deadline, they say this is the latest you can upload document A, B, and C, that is it. So just take your time, go through that application process of whichever institution you've decided to. Each institution, each college, each university, they have their own application process. So that one, just follow it through and apply. All right. There are some, depending on where you're applying, if you're applying to direct to a university, they will require recommendation letters. All right, some universities might ask you to write essays. All right, so depending on the program that you're going to pursue, right? But community colleges, not so many, not so much. Rarely do they ask for recommendation letters or you writing essays. You see, these are all the good things about community colleges. It's easier. The programs are so flexible. Okay, so going through a community college, you might not, very few community colleges will ask you to write essays or recommendation, whatever request. And one thing I will tell you for sure, if an institution is asking you for recommendation letters and all that, be sure, this I can tell you like 100% fact, they follow through. If you've indicated and you've given your referees and all that, they communicate. They contact them, whoever you've indicated there. They contact them to verify the information that you've given. So do not write an email that is not valid. If you're giving a name of a person as somebody who can recommend you, make sure you are giving a name out there of a person who knows you very well and who can give you a good recommendation. Because, yes, for sure, they follow up. They either, in most cases, they do, digital. They send a form, some recommendation form for whoever that you've listed in your application to fill in and send back. So don't just fill in information of the people who, and some funny, phone numbers and email addresses that don't exist. They follow, they write those emails, they request for those recommendations. All right. So that is, I needed to mention that and emphasize on it about recommendations. Be very, very, very careful who you indicate. Make sure the people you indicate are people who are ready to give you a good recommendation, okay? So after completing your application process, of course, now it's for you to apply for a visa. Visa also, it has its own, I know I've talked about application for visas in one of my videos. If you need to go back and check. But meanwhile, I will again, I know I've given this website before, but I will give it again today for you for application of visas. It is travel.state.gov, travel.state.gov. In fact, I believe by now you've known that official US websites, they end with gov. Those are official US government websites. They end with gov at the end. So for visa, go to travel.state.gov and look for visa application. All right. And then there you are. If you're lucky, you get that visa, then now you start preparing for your departure. All right. And I need to give you also this website. If you're lucky, you've gone through to this last stage. There is a website that you can go. It is very resourceful. It has a lot of resources, about, students who are migrating to the US, either for the first time for further studies, international students. It's like an advisory center. All right, it's an advisory center, not like, actually, it's an advisory center for international students who are moving to the United States for the first time before you migrate. So it is recommended that before you depart, just go to that website. They have a lot. They do even webinars, or what is that, like seminars or webinars, or how you call them, I don't know. A virtual, you don't need to go there physically. They do virtual meetings, programs, to do kind of like an orientation. It's like they give you an orientation before you move from your country to the United States. It is a very good program, very resourceful. I'm also going to give you that website. This website is, in fact, these centers are called Education USA Advising Centers. Education USA Advising Centers. In fact, even there, you will find all the information, even what I've talked about here. You are going to find it there. You're going to find it there. So the website is studyinthestates.dhs.gov stroke students stroke getting in the United States. Studyinthestates.dhs.gov stroke students stroke getting to the United States. And you will get all the information that I've not said here, or maybe even a reinforcement of what I've talked about here today. All right, so that is all that I needed to say today. So like I said today, my focus was on students. I know I've talked about several other programs. I've talked about people migrating to go and work, people going on green cards. The other day we were talking about green cards. I know, I believe right now so many people have gone through the process. So I thought today I should focus on students who are either already in colleges or universities, but they are planning to relocate or go for further studies in the United States. You can either go there, either you finished high school and you want to apply. And very important, even those, maybe you're watching this video, you're a parent, you have a child who is in high school, they can start this process, especially this process of applying for scholarships. This is a process they can start as early as maybe they are in the second year of high school. Okay, by the time they're in their second year of high school, they can start this scholarship program, especially scholarship programs. They can start applying for scholarships that, yes, they're in high school, they would wish to, go for further studies abroad. And what they use to what is that, to check if they can qualify, they use their progress, their academic progress in high school. So just be encouraged. Your kids in high school can start applying or looking out for these scholarships. Of course, it's not them, it's now you as a parent. These are minors. You as a parent, if you want to, try this out, you can start checking this information for your kids who are in high school. They can start the process early as maybe their second or third year in high school. Okay, some kids have been lucky, before they even finish high school, they've gotten a scholarship. They just proceed to the United States at whatever level. And the most, I think I've heard mostly about, kids transitioning while in maybe their third year, or as they are going to their fourth year. They transition and go to college. So as a parent, this is something that you can also try. You never know. All right, so that's all for today. I hope my video is helpful, and I really hope that okay, you got what maybe is going to help you, especially the young people who are in college, and even the parents who would wish or would want to try this out for their kids who are in high school. That is it for today. I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.